I mean, why do we keep fooling ourselves? We know what's going to happen each and every week. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and still can handle talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, go right ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I go live or drop some content. On that note, if you watched last night's game and said, ew, this is disgusting, smash that like button. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topics. We're going to talk about this game and how horrible it was, even though the score kind of shows, if you didn't watch this game, wow, the Seahawks 23, the Eagles 17, pretty close. No. And even if you watched the game, we were one possession away from most of the game, but it didn't feel like it. This game, our defense came to play besides Darius Slay getting beat time and time again by the one and only DK Metcalf, a guy who continuously plays great against the Philadelphia Eagles, just poking us like, ha, you could have got me. You didn't. You took a guy who's not even on the field every time we play. Wow. But the Philadelphia Eagles were bad, especially and really only on offense. Like I said, Darius Slay was getting beat, but the defense as a whole played pretty darn good, stopping the Seahawks the first 3 possessions, 2 fourth down, turnover on downs, forcing a punt the third time. The Philadelphia Eagles offense got the ball 5 times to start this game, and each time we got it, all 5 times we got the ball, we failed to get 1 first down. 1 first down. 5 different possessions. 1 first down. It wasn't until we got a couple first downs and we went down on a 15-play, 75-yard drive to cap it off with a touchdown. The whole first quarter, the whole second quarter, 5 possessions, we couldn't get 1 first down. And then for some reason, we go up tempo. Carson Wentz inspires his team with a 20-yard run on 2nd and 16. And boom, 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 touchdown. And then it disappeared again. And the Eagles offense was gone and never to be found except for a couple drives here and there. Disgusting. I mean, where is the wide receiver play on this team? Where is these guys getting schemed open? Carson Wentz is missing guys. The 2 times he threw to Dallas Goedert, both them times were short. Carson, throw the ball out there. He gets a chance to make big plays on it. Now, we're going to talk about that Carson Wentz interception at the end of the game where it really took us out of it. We're going to talk about Doug Pederson going for it on 4th down twice. One where we didn't get it and they got the ball at midfield instead of punting them far back because our defense was playing well and they got 3, so maybe they would have got 0. And then the 4th and 2 where we could have took the field goal and only would have been down by 8. So if we get the ball back, which we did, we had a chance to tie it up. But you decided to not punt it at the 50 and not go for the field goal inside the 20. I know he missed the extra point. I know Jake Elliott is not good, but he made one then. You gotta kick the field goal to give your team a chance, especially when the strong part is your defense. That interception at the end Carson Wentz threw was total miscommunication from him and Dallas Goedert. But how are they having these miscommunications throughout the game? Multiple times. We're trying to set up a screen. The team don't know it, but the offensive line is blocking for a screen. Just so many times this team looks out of whack, and that is coaching and the lead from your quarterback. That's exactly why I say Doug Pederson and Carson Wentz have been embarrassing this whole year. The play calling, the reads, everything has been off. Now it don't help that we don't get no play from our wide receivers, no play from the running backs due to the coach. The offensive line is in shambles. Do you know how many times we ran the ball with our running backs this game? 9 times. Miles Sanders had 6 carries. Boston Scott had 2 carries. And Corey Clement had 1 carry. We ran the ball 9 times. How is play action going to work? How are we going to slow down this pass rush? Every play is a pass. 45 dropbacks for Carson Wentz. No, 45 attempts. He ran the ball 5 times. So 50 dropbacks, 45 attempts. Every play is a pass. Every play, the defensive end knows to get up the field. Get up the field. They don't got to worry about the run game. Just get up the field and find number 11. 6 sacks. We're now sacked 46 times. 6 sacks in one game. It's bad. Let's look at our top receivers in this game. Dallas Goedert, 7 catches, 75 yards. Richard Rodgers, 3 catches, 53 yards. Boston Scott, 5 catches, 40 yards. Our top 3 guys are tight ends and running backs. Where is the wide receiver play? Alshon Jeffrey, 2 catches, 15 yards. Jalen Reagor, 3 catches, 11 yards. Greg Ward, 1 catch, 3 yards. John Hightower, 1 catch, 1 yard. No offensive line, no wide receiver play. No play calling, scheming these guys open, and the quarterback is playing bad. This team on offense is downright horrible. Horrible. Jeff Lurie was not there in the Cleveland game. Jeff Lurie has been talking about making big changes and being very upset. Howie, Doug, and you got to look at Carson the rest of this year. You got to look at possibly just sitting him down because we don't have a better chance to win with Jalen Hurts. But you got to give this time. You got to give him some time off. He needs to just look at this team and watch. He's been playing bad, and it's partly because Doug Pederson and his whole team around him is nothing but trash cans. Everybody's bad, including Carson. But I'm saying at this point, he's going to get hurt. He's still your long-term investment. He's still the quarterback of the future, whether you like it or not. This is our guy. He's broken. He's hesitant. He's missing. But this team is bad. Russell Wilson missed some plays, but the team rally around him and they go out and play. But you probably just got to sit Carson just because we're not going nowhere. We now own the 6th overall pick. We got the Packers, the Cardinals, the Saints. You start losing them games, which downright we're going to be underdogs in every single one of them, and we deserve so because we haven't proved. This team had chances to beat the Giants and the Browns and failed. We struggled against Benanucci. You got to look at this team and just know that with what we got, this O-line, this receiving core, this quarterback, with this coach, this offensive personnel and staff is not going to get it done. Starts with Jeff Lurie. We got to make some moves. You got to really just change this up. You got to blow it up. But you got to look at what is going to be financially the right thing to do, and that's where Carson Wentz comes in as he's going to be here. So make sure he's available next year. Make sure he's available when you got this new regime. Make sure he's far removed from this old regime. I don't know. The Philadelphia Eagles continue to lose, and again, this was a tough opponent. I mean, it is what it is, but it's the way we lose. 9 run attempts, no receiver play, 6 more sacks, the defense playing their tails off, minus Darius Slay, who had a hard job, because DK Metcalf is a grown man. We got to make some changes. And why not start by just getting Carson Wentz out, giving him some time to just regroup. He doesn't need to learn any more of this system, especially if we're going to blow this system up. If Doug is gone, or even if he's still here and we get an offensive play caller in here, which is 100% must, give Carson a time off. Let him get back to just seeing things because he is hesitant. He doesn't look the same. I don't think he will play this way with a different supporting cast, different coaching staff. But at the end of the day, I got to wait and see. He's been bad under this one. A lot of people would, but we got to let him take some time off. That's my thing. I'm not saying Carson Wentz is done in Philly, but just give him some time off. How much more losing do we got to do before we give him the time off? Again, you look at this division and you see it. You see the NFC East still right there. But then look at our schedule and say, is it really right there? I don't know, man. This team is bad. This team is dysfunctional. Jeff Lurie has to step in ASAP. Because some of the guys that we're going to keep for next year could get too far gone. That's what I'm saying. Carson Wentz can get too far gone. These receivers can get too far gone. I don't know. There's people who have to be exiled from this team, players and staff. But the ones that are sticking around, we got to make sure they understand that there's going to be a new culture, a new mentality, that guys that we're believing in, we're going to go in and do what we got to do. Howie got to be gone. You're talking about having a possible 3rd or 4th or 5th overall pick. If we have 10 picks or 9 picks and they're all inside the top 5 of each round, Howie Roseman cannot have his hands on them. He cannot have his hand on them picks. Or we're going to fall into the same thing. We need to draft well the next couple drafts to get out of this cap trouble. Zach Ertz, there's going to be players that we love or that we just know that got to go because of the cap. If we don't draft well going forward, we are going to be in huge trouble. And it starts with possibly getting a top 5 pick in each round in 2021, where you still have a core of guys that if you get this good talent, this young good talent in, you could build around and just go right back to competing in the East, because the East is the least. You can have a retooling, rebuilding without really being 2 or 3 wins. Actually, maybe not, because we might be only a 3-win team this year. It breaks me, because watching this game only being out 1 possession, you're like, it's right there. But how? You watch the game and you don't understand how you're only down by 8. You're only down by 11. You should be down by 100. But somehow we are. And it was mainly because of our defense. With all that being said, we got to have some change. I will be breaking down some of the ways I think we need to make change, whether it be at the top, Howie, Carson, Doug, Jim, all this stuff. We're going to be talking about it all week. The Eagles are now 3-7-1. Horrible. With all that being said, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I recorded this last night after the game. Sorry I didn't get to go post-game with you guys, but I knew if I would just get on here and rant, it would take 10 minutes. Record it. I'll edit it all tomorrow. So I'm going to post this tomorrow. So it's going to be like Tuesday reactions, but it's really after the game, calm down reactions. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section when it comes to Carson, Doug, Howie, what's Lurie's going to do? What was your take on the game? Let me know all your thoughts. Until next time, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. You know what time it is. We out.